Ladies and gentlemen, this is Amat Sunday. This video is about my Premier League match day 3. The bad thing is here, after here we are going for international break. Let's focus on preview of match week 3. Let me remind you, top 6, Arsenal top of the table. Tottenham Hotspur are second. Third, we have Liverpool. Fourth, we have Chelsea. Fifth, we have Nottingham Forest. Sixth, we have Newcastle. Sixth place, Manchester City. If you win 2 games, you have 6 points. If you win 1 and draw 1, you have 4 points. If you win 1, lose 1, you have 3 points. If you go down, you will find Manchester United 16th, Aston Villa 17th, Brighton 18th, 19th Wolves with 2 losses. West Ham United are 20th with 2 losses, 0 point, -7 goal difference. It's not a big deal so far. 2 games played, every game counts for Premier League. Let's move on the details. Saturday, it is going to be Chelsea versus Fulham at Stamford Bridge. As you see, Chelsea are 4th, Fulham are 13th in the table. Form guide in the last game, you can see Chelsea beat West Ham away 5-1. For the first game of the season, they drew against Crystal Palace 0-0. And for Fulham, 2 draws, one against Brighton, another one against Manchester United. It is a London derby where the form goes out of the window. We know they beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge last season. I see Chelsea winning this game 3-0. Let's move from Chelsea to Manchester United versus Burnley. On Saturday, of course, United needs to start to win games. No more excuses. Amorim has more than enough time now. He gets his own players. Last time he did not start. Let's look at their form guide here. They lost away to Grimsby on the penalties, and they lost at home against Arsenal 1-0. They draw against Fulham 1-1. And for Burnley, you see they lost against Tottenham Hotspur 3-0. But they won against Sunderland 2-0. They have some confidence here. I think this is going to be Manchester United's first win of the season. It is going to be 2-0 for United. Next, we have Sunderland and Brentford. Brentford are not doing good at the moment. Oh, they are doing good because they beat Aston Villa. I was thinking about they lose all their games. Forget about that now. They won 1-0 against Aston Villa, and they lost against Nottingham Forest 3-1. So they have some momentum. You like it or not, they have some momentum. And for Sunderland, you see they beat West Ham 3-0, and they get beaten by Burnley 2-0. Sunderland are playing, I think Sunderland to win 2-1. Except Tottenham Hotspur versus Bournemouth. Tottenham Hotspur are very good at the moment, though they keep on losing their targets. Other teams are hijacking their targets. Tottenham are perfect so far. 3-0 against Burnley, 2-0 against Manchester City. They haven't even conceded a goal since the season started. And for Bournemouth, they won against Wolves. They lost against Liverpool. I think Spurs are going to destroy them. I see a game of 3-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. Next game is going to be Wolves against Everton. Tough game. Everton actually lost first game of the season. They lost 1-0 against Leeds United. In the second game, they beat Wolves 2-0 at their new stadium. Very, very good stadium. For Wolves, they got 2 losses. I think Wolves are going to fight and fight for a draw. I think it is going to be a 2-2 draw. Jack Grealish is going to assist and get a goal. Next game, Leeds versus Newcastle. Wow, this is going to be a hell of a game. I feel sorry for Newcastle. They lost in last seconds of the game against Liverpool. 10 against 11. They tried and they tried and tried to get a draw. So Leeds United, they lost against Arsenal 5-0 and they won against Everton 1-0. For Newcastle, there was 0-0 at first game, and the second 3-2 loss against Liverpool. This is going to be tough. I think it is going to be a draw, 1-1 draw against Leeds. Okay, let's go for Sunday games. The first one is between Brentford and Manchester City. City are going to try to win a game before going to international break, because they lost against Tottenham Hotspur last game. And for the first game, they beat Wolves. For Brighton, they lost against Everton. And the first game, they drew against Fulham 1-1. Brighton at home, I think they are going to give tough times for Manchester City, because they always cause trouble for Manchester City. I'm going for a Brighton win. I think it is going to end with 2-1 win for Brighton. Next game is Nottingham Forest versus West Ham United. Okay, for West Ham, we know 2 losses in a row. For Nottingham Forest, 1 win, and the next game is Liverpool versus Arsenal. This one is the big one for sure. This is not going to be easy. Let me tell you what. Liverpool is a bit shaky in the defense. Very, very shaky. They almost drop points against Newcastle. But at the end of the day, they won the game. Iketike is on fire. Mo Salah is on fire. Rio is on fire. But their defense is a little bit shaky. For Arsenal, I can't really find weaknesses. Their new guy, Eze, is going to be there. Saka is injured, but you still have Eze, Madueke. You have proper number 9. You have the best defense in the league. They are just like a perfect team. These 2 teams will fight until the end of the season for the title. I see a draw. 2-2 draw. Yes, I said it. 2-2 draw. Let's go to the last game of the week 3 on Sunday. Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. For Villa, they draw 1 game and lose 1 game. They have to win. For Crystal Palace, they draw against Chelsea, and their first game was also a draw. Also, they also need a win, not the same pressure as Villa. What a game is going to be this. They don't have Eze this time, and they're going to play a Conference League on Thursday. I think they are going to lose this game. I think they are going to be very, very tired. Even if they sign somebody, I think that person is not going to play. I think Aston Villa is going to win 1-0. For more videos, subscribe, like, keep your notification on. Thanks. Let's meet next time.